I began my remarks this evening by welcoming and congratulating our authors, and I'd like to wrap up with the focus on them again. Tonight is, of course, a celebration of their talent and their achievements over the past 25 years of the Trillium Award. And of course, it's not possible to capture 25 years of history in a few short minutes, but we've given it a shot. We've attempted to do just that in a short retrospective video of the Trillium Award. I hope you will agree with me that it reflects the spirit of this wonderful prize and the authors who have won it. Please enjoy.
Things like the recognition through a Trillium Award, or even the nomination that comes with the Trillium Award, it does make you feel like your work is being taken seriously.
Getting the award was like getting a handshake, so that was a very important handshake for me. It made me feel alive.
Sa parole écrite à l'encre blanche la désabrite. Or, cette grande rapailleuse à découvert partout me reçoit. Ici, au cœur, être là.
While I was thinking of the novel, I realized that there's a new kind of immigrant, somebody younger, I guess more aware of his or her new country, somebody more willing to participate and try to determine where he or she might fit into this country. And this is why I chose a young person who is exactly the opposite of his father.
J'ai eu le bonheur vraiment de faire le tout Trillium, moi. C'est-à-dire que j'ai d'abord été membre du jury Trillium, puis ensuite j'ai été finaliste et puis finalement lauréat. Alors à chaque fois que c'était une bonne expérience, et donc c'est vraiment le tout Trillium, c'est extraordinaire.
Following something that you knew to be true, some little thing, as opposed to what was supposed to be true or other people told you was true, or that you thought should be true, or that you wanted to believe was true because it would make you popular. Instead, you followed this weird thing and you get nominated, and that's fantastic.
À la première édition du prix Trillium, le verdict s'est arrêté 3-2, 3 voix pour Michael Ondaatje et 2 pour moi. Et je suis très mauvais perdant. Et là, j'avais dit, c'est qui ça Michael Ondaatje? Est-ce qu'il est bon? Bon. Et là, je l'ai lu et là, j'ai compris qu'il était très bon. Mais c'est ça qui a fait que je me suis mis à lire Michael Ondaatje et plus tard tous les autres, Atwood, Timothy Findlay, tous les autres. Et ça m'a mis en contact avec la littérature canadienne-anglaise. Et ça a fait de moi, je pense, un meilleur écrivain.
There's something extremely gratifying about having a book that's successful because you have a lot of readers and people who tell you that they get pleasure from reading your work, and that's a very wonderful feeling, and so you feel a little more confident from then on about what you're doing and what you've dedicated your life to.
Je dirais que ces deux écrivains canadiens sont, si vous voulez, pour moi, la preuve qu'on peut y arriver, qu'on peut arriver à être écrivain canadien.
And the lantern seemed to waver and almost to dance wildly, and one described an arc in what was now the darkness, and then was still. Grandpa watched for almost a minute to be sure of what he was seeing, and then he shouted to my grandmother, "There is something wrong out on the ice. There is only one light, and it is not moving."
Thanks to the OMDC, and congratulations to the Ministry of Culture for 25 years of support to the writers and publishers of Ontario. I was thinking today that if it takes a village to raise a child, it takes a culture with interest to raise poets and artists. Winning the Trillium Book Award for Poetry was a stunning and unexpected experience for me. Every writer I know is at some level deeply uncertain about their work. They wonder, does it or can it mean anything to anyone else? And the award for me said, yes, your work does mean something. And for that, I continue to be deeply grateful.
Le ciel est bas, gris. Cette pluie fine, pénétrante, comme là-bas. Il pleuvait toujours là-bas. On était trempés tout le temps là-bas.
Awards always bring readers to books, books to readers, and that's always a fantastic thing. But the special thing about the Trillium, of course, is that it celebrates literature from here, from this place where we live.
Je suis franco-ontarienne, seulement en Ontario. Traître si je change de province. Espionne si je saute de l'une à l'autre. Assassin perfide si j'ose transmuter ma culture qui ne peut point, me dit-on, survivre dans un autre environnement.
I guess for a writer it's a good symbol because we sort of feel like little trilliums embattled in the wilderness and feel there ought to be a law to protect us from being destroyed. I'm going to adopt it as my own personal symbol, I think.
The cries of a dragon, said Popo. Father said, just the train coming to a stop, Kam Kim. But the old one's voice was so certain that I held my breath. Thank you.
From typewriter to tablet, a look back at the past 24 years of the Trillium Book Award, the supremely talented authors who've won it, and the tremendous impact it has had on their lives and careers. In the span of just a few minutes there in that video, you got a very good sense of the breadth, depth, and diversity of Ontario writers. You also got a very good sense of why the Trillium Book Award is important, how it's helped to elevate the literary profession in this province for now a quarter century. That's why we're celebrating tonight and why we're so pleased to have so many of you here to join in the party. Let me welcome you once again. As Karen mentioned, my name is Heather Hiscox. I'm the morning anchor and host on CBC News Network, but it's a great pleasure to be here as your host for tonight. Mesdames et messieurs, bonsoir et bienvenue. As also Karen mentioned, by happenstance, I have become a little bit of a champion of this event because it's been my singular pleasure to be the host of the author readings for the past 3 years. This is the first year, though, that I'm actually going to get to see how the story ends, if you will, and I'm going to find out which of the many, many excellent authors are about to join the illustrious ranks of a Trillium Book Award winner.